Here is one simple thing that you can do to make your wig look so much more natural. I am wearing the FINGERCOMBER fringe comber wig in the color Ride or Die Red. And I don't know if you have ever noticed when you're wearing a wig or you see someone wearing a wig, and for some reason the wig just doesn't seem to be sitting properly on their head. And so often it will be like looking something like this up at the top, like looking like there's just one continuous thing going on, or like there's even a cone at the top. And who wants to be walking around with cone wig? I know I surely don't. So here is the one thing that you can do to avoid that. This can work if you are wearing a lace wig. This happens not to be a lace wig. Whether you're wearing a half wig, a full wig, it can work with so many different wigs, and it can make a world of difference in the way that the wig winds up looking on you. And the simple thing is practically free. It costs like less than a penny, I'm pretty sure, or maybe a couple of cents. And it is simply a hairpin placed in the right spot strategically. And what I like to do when I am wearing a wig, and this pretty much doesn't matter what kind of wig I'm wearing, but I like to create a silhouette that looks very close to what a natural silhouette looks like. And when I see people with their natural hair, or when I wear my own natural hair, it is never like lifted up in here unless I have like some kind of problem, or there's some kind of problem. So the simple thing that I do that makes all the difference, and it can make a world of difference for you too, is to take a pin and just kind of create a separation up at the top. Now this wig does not have lace, it does not have a scalp or anything like that. It just has like a very natural sort of texture up in here that just makes it look confusing as someone's natural hair looks. You know, I don't know if you ever looked at someone who has like nice thick hair and you're not really seeing their scalp, or you know, maybe you're seeing a little bit of a scalp or something like that. Maybe you're seeing like a little bit of some kind of separation or something, but it's usually just dark up in here. When I make wigs, I try to make them look like real hair actually looks. I've worked with thousands and thousands of women in my over 3 decades of doing hair, and these are some of the things that I create in a wig are just things that are mimicking real life, things that you cannot pick up just by, you know, not being associated with a group or something. I always heard this one saying, I'm just digressing a little bit here if you just give me a second, but I heard I've always heard this saying that if you want to be able to detect counterfeit money, spend your time, you know, not looking at different types of counterfeit money, but looking at the real thing. And when you are, you know, when you become familiar with the real thing, with the real dollar bill, what it looks like, what it feels like, then you will know what a counterfeit is. I take that philosophy very much to heart when it comes to wigs. As a Black woman who has the hair that I have, and having worked again with thousands of men and women who have natural hair, it's something that like I could close my eyes and feel almost like second nature. And it is that I try to put in a wig that I design. So anyhow, that being said, thank you for your patience. But that being said, I just like to take a pin and just kind of stick it in here to kind of create a little bit of a separation there. And I feel like that's all you really need to make the wig look more natural. Now, this wig is a wig that is constructed like a half wig. And the reason for that is so that it can be worn in a number of different ways. Like some women like to use it as a flip over. Some women like to use it in various ways. But when I wear a wig, I usually like to split it down the middle, you know, not a real part, but just like a separation. And I like to definitely take that pin and pin it down here to create like a natural silhouette. When you're looking at someone who has natural hair, unless they're wearing it all out and round, there is usually some sort of separation, and the thing that is the telltale giveaway to me, and you might recognize this also, is like when this is sticking up. I can't stand that. So anyhow, to help you avoid that, simply get you like a little pin from the beauty supply store, wherever you get your pins from, like, I don't know, under your pillow in your bathroom or whatever. But please get you a pin and just stick it down here and make that thing work out. I hope you found that helpful, and I hope you'll join me back for some more tips.